I'm Dante Primo, professionally known as Primo Beats, operating out of Get Fresh Studios on the east side of Detroit. Pretty much right after high school, I was in a situation where me and all my friends in my friend group, we all played in bands and played shows all the time together, like on a weekly basis. And the summer of graduation, all the bands broke up. So I was hanging out with a couple of my friends, just smoking weed and stuff, and they were like, hey, we're doing this hip hop shit. You want to hear what we got going on? I'm like, yeah. So they played it for me, and my question was, where are you getting the background music, the beats? And one of my guys was like, well, I'm making it. I'm like, you got to show me how. He introduced me to Fruity Loops 4, gave me a nice cracked copy of it, and it was on from there. I was hooked. Honestly, just didn't have anybody to jam with. I was a guitar player and bass player at the time, and it got kind of boring just playing guitar and bass by myself, so I started making beats to really just have fun. That's really what got me started. Just an internal drive. I come from a family of musicians. My parents raised me as working musicians, doing gigs 3, 4, 5, 6 nights a week. So it's always been around me, and I've always found myself gravitating towards playing instruments and music and stuff. So the drive is really just internal. I was just raised around it. It's just natural for me. And so many. We talk about the Michigan legends from Helluva and Ant Beats, Flawless from the Olympics, all the way to the industry guys like Southside, Lex Luger, Metro Boomin. I mean, too many to name, honestly. Anybody that's moving and shaking and making some stuff that gets my head moving, what I'm saying, you're a hero to me. In one word, workaholic. Oh, always melodies first. I mean, 1 out of 100 beats, I'll start with drums, but that's very, very rare. It's almost always melodies, usually a piano. Off-White Whoop, Sada Baby, produced by Helluva. Something about that song and that beat in particular, man, it just really gets me moving, really inspires me to get behind the boards and make some beats. So definitely Off-White Whoop, shout out Sada Baby, shout out my bro Helluva. System of a Down, Toxicity, hands down. Obviously providing the artists that I work with quality production that inspires them, but also just being kind of a mentor and a teacher and a trainer of up-and-coming producers and just people that want to transition into a lifestyle where they're making a living off of their music. So, a good producer as well as a mentor, I would say. I'm a firm believer that work ethic trumps talent 10 times out of 10. So I apply my work ethic, I apply my student mentality. I'm constantly craving new knowledge and techniques and just having a really good attitude about everything, rolling with the punches. So it's the holy trinity for me, your work ethic, your attitude, and your student mentality. Well, you have to adapt. You're either going to adapt or you're going to be completely irrelevant. If I was making the same stuff, that I was making 10 years ago, I would have nobody rapping on my beats. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep your ear to the ground. You gotta see what's coming, but you also gotta really see and be aware of what's here and what's inspiring people and what's being consumed. That really drives my creation process a lot. So definitely staying contemporary and keeping up with the times while still paying homage and respect to, the foundations that built what I have today. I need absolutely nothing. I can work with some AirPods in, on a kitchen counter. I can work in my car. I can work in a bathroom. As long as I got somewhere to put my laptop and I can got my mouse and I got headphones, that's all I need. But as far as my clients, I love a comfortable environment that's welcoming, that's clean, that's private, so that they don't have to be looking over their shoulder or questioning the location that they're in. They can just create and have the utmost confidence that, you know, they're secure and it's a great space to create in. So it's not important for me, but it's important on behalf of my clients. Happens all the time. I'm a very high output producer. I make hundreds and hundreds of beats a month. And I find that I just divert my attention elsewhere if I start burning out. If I'm burning out on my own melodies, I'll hit up some of my producers that I mess with, like, yo, let's do some collabs. If I'm burning out on Detroit beats, I might make some Atlanta beats. I might do some Cali shit. I might do some rage beats. If what I'm focused on is stagnant, I focus elsewhere. And that's how I get over my beat block every time. Gotta be Nexus, the most versatile, obviously the breadth and array of sounds that you can get. There's a lot of bang for your buck. I think I spent $200-300 on it. It's indispensable. I'd say easily 75% of the beats that I make are Nexus driven. So Nexus. Pray a lot, play video games, talk to my friends, cook, go out and eat, just, you know, normal people stuff. And also when I'm driving, I tend to listen to talk radio a lot as opposed to music, just so that when I hit the studio or wherever I'm going to create, I have a fresh mind. I don't have music on my mind. I'm starting from fresh. I'm proud of it. All my work, if I'm being really honest, but in terms of like a specific record that's crazy to me, Rio de Young OG, Chill Side, off of the Fiend Lives Matter EP. Just because, you know, Rio was there when I was making the beat. It was funny, he asked me, how are you feeling, you know, making this beat? I said, happy. He said, yeah, I'm gonna rap and try and make it kind of happy. I said, cool. You know, and I got to engineer and give my feedback, and obviously it made the album, and, you know, Free Rio, that was a really special one for me. I love seeing people react to music that I make, whether it just be getting a nod from guys like, damn, that beat was hard, or seeing, you know, women dance to some music that I produce. Really, the end result is very gratifying to me. It makes all the hard work going on in the background worth it. Honestly, just the gatekeeping and the lack of people that are willing to teach, train, and mentor. You know, a lot of people withhold information so that they can make more money and hog the spotlight and this, that, and the other thing. And that's the polar opposite of how I operate. I want to teach, train, and enrich everybody around me. And I feel like there's a serious lack of that in the music industry, not just Detroit, but as a whole. So that's one thing that I loathe about the music industry. The value of being in the room versus just trying to leverage social media and the internet, you know, that'll only get you so far. But those genuine connections that you make with people, that's the name of the game. And that's in any business, not just music, but especially in music. They say it's not what you know, it's who you know. Couldn't be more true. Probably GMac Cash. Honestly, out of everyone that I've worked with, we've definitely we've accumulated the most views and streams. We've, you know, changed the name of the governor. We're the reason everyone calls her Big Gretch, and the buffs on Big Gretch. You heard what I'm talking about? So definitely GMac Cash. Shout out to my brother GMac. It's fun, man. It's just fun. We just chill out, and depending on what's going on in the world or what kind of mood he's in, greatly influences the music that we make. A lot of times it's very topical and fun, and we get a lot of publicity off of it. So overall, if I had to boil down working with GMac into a word, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Well, presently, Babyface Ray, I made contact with him a few days back, sent him a pack of beats yesterday, so hoping that we can forge a really good, strong relationship through that. The future, it's hard to say. You never know who is going to catch my ear and be that next person that really pushes me to go to the next level as a producer and an engineer. As far as the past, honestly, I've worked with them, and a lot of them are still here in the present, so can't really say too much about that. It's huge. For me personally, it's my leverage. You know, people look to me as a coach and a mentor in a lot of cases. They look to me as an example. And if my social media, for instance, was nothing but beat snippets and check out my beats here and here's my beat store, it wouldn't attract as many people. They wouldn't be as interested in seeing what I got going on and what I got to say. And furthermore, my fan base would be constricted to strictly people that are consuming and using instrumentals. Whereas as it stands right now, my fan base is largely non-musicians, people that just enjoy my content and stuff that I got going on. Absolutely. The gatekeeping, the lack of mentorship, like I mentioned, it turns me off, but it doesn't stop me. And it really just emboldens me to be the opposite of that, to be that positive figurehead that is willing to give people a chance and show them what to do and put them in positions. Low-key, we changed what the people call the governor. You know, GMac Cash and I are the reason that everyone calls Gretchen Whitmer Big Gretch. I can't name one other producer on the planet that changed the name of a political figure besides us. It's crucially important. I always preach having a student mentality. And as a teacher, student mentality is damn near twice as important, because if you can't learn and you're not open and you can't be a sponge, how can you impart that knowledge upon others? So anytime I have the opportunity to work with, train, teach, however you want to phrase it, I find that it enriches me and it helps me learn something about myself and my craft as well. So it's not important, it's the most important. An RIAA certification, be it a gold or a platinum record. I definitely want to be the first one in the Primo family to bring one home. Work your ass off, ask a lot of questions, and have a great attitude. Work ethic, student mentality, attitude. That's the holy trinity right there. It'll take you places that you wouldn't even imagine. Hard to say, but I know damn well I'll probably be somewhere around the studio making music, but we'll see. Once again, the Holy Trinity, man. Have a great work ethic, a student mentality, and a great attitude, and it'll take you far. It's Primo Beats, you little bitch.